Hello everyone. This is today's topic. Hawthorn berry Shan Zha is harmful for ulcer or acid reflux. Is it? I had a big surgery with my kidney problem when I was a university student. After surgery, one of my friends sit by my side in a lunchtime and told me metal saved water. I answered, "What?" "The metal scalpel save your kidney water." Ah, that is a good way of thinking. And his response was interesting. I still remember his look. His look was just like this. "Are you nuts? I was just joking." I want to talk about something looks like makes sense. Let's first see the indications of Shan ZhaHawthorn. First, it reduces food stagnation and transforms blood stasis and stop diarrhea. And recently, a lot of researches about hypertension, arteriosclerosis, and cholesterol. This is from Bansky. And let's see the cautions. So blah 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 blah. And also, it says it can hurt teeth. Maybe because it's acidity. It is from same book. So there is no mentioning about HCl, only about deficiency conditions. Then, where did it come from? Hawthorn berry is harmful for ulcer or acid reflux because its sour taste increases HCl, which is aggressor of ulcer. Therefore, you should not use Shan Zha for acid problems like reflux, burning pain, hunger pain, peptic ulcer, etc. Where did fact come from? That was my question. I thought myself HCl is not even a TCM term, so it must be the fact based on research. So I did some research with Shan Zha and HCl, and I couldn't find any evidence that clinically prove those Shan Zha and HCl is associated. I couldn't find anything about that. And of course, none records have been found in TCM classics because HCl is not even a TCM term. So I figured out this is only based on pure inductive reasoning like this. HCl is bad for ulcer. Yes, we know that. And Hawthorn is sour with acidity. It is something we know too. Therefore, Hawthorn is bad for ulcer. It sounds makes very sense. But the problem is, this is the conjecture only based on pure inductive reasoning, and that is not a science. Please do not simply connect TCM theory to the modern science terms. It is very common and topical error in modern TCM, gotten by pure inductive reasoning. It sounds makes sense, and the worst part is that it can be sounds even scientific, but it doesn't make sense or it isn't a science. TCM is not the science based on pure inductive reasoning, but the science based on empirical evidence. That is how TCM have been developed so far. So we need to prove the association between Shan Zha and HCl not by the inference but by clinical evidence. So I did some little research. First, I researched pH of Shan Zha. There was a research study named like this, antioxidant activity of Shan Zha, that is Shan Zha, Korean pronunciation, and Shan Zha powder was 3.67 pH, and apple is 3.36 3.34. Blueberry has more acidity, 3.12 to 3.33. How about the Concord grapes? I really like this strongest acidity among these four, 2.8. Minute Maid lemonade, 2.6, and Coke, 2.4. So regarding pH, Shan Zha does not match for any one of those. Are you still worried about Shan Zha and HCl? Are you worried about stomach or teeth when you eat apples? If so, be worried about Shan Zha as much as apple. Actually, I found even more interesting fact. One research found out that Hawthorn Shan Zha actually helps reflux. If you read here, our findings suggest common Hawthorn fruit as natural source to control main symptoms of gastroesophageal reflux disease. That's interesting. Actually, it can help gastroesophageal reflux problems. The effect of common Hawthorn syrup on gastroesophageal reflux disease symptoms. And I found one more interesting article, and this is the effectiveness of Hawthorn. One observational study shows that helps to slow digestion. So it is the main function of Shan Zha. And another rat study found out that Hawthorn reduced the transit time of the food. There is something very natural in TCM perspective. And furthermore, in a study in rats in stomach ulcer, Hawthorn extract exhibited the same protective effect. So actually it helps the ulcer, not just not working as aggressor to the ulcer, but protective effect, like mucus. So it can be used as anti-ulcer medication. And gastroprotective activity of the extract was investigated using ethanol-induced acute strep ulcer in rats with ranitidine as a reference drug. So they had a control medicine too, so it is a good study. Not clinical study, it's an animal study. And you can find more information in following article: anti-inflammatory, gastroprotective, free radical scavenging, and antimicrobial activity of Hawthorn berries ethanol extract. Based on little research I did, I couldn't find any clinical evidence that Hawthorn Shan Zha worsened the HCl secretion in ulcer patient, but I found a little bit of evidence that says Shan Zha can help the ulcer symptoms with protective effect. But this is not clinical evidence. I cannot say Shan Zha can help ulcer. May help, but I don't think it is clinically proven neither. Here is my bottom line. The fact that Hawthorn worsened acid reflux or ulcer is a myth, which has no ground either on TCM or modern science. It is pure inference. You can use Hawthorn berry or Shan Zha for food stasis, regardless with hyper or hypo acid. Here is my bottom line. The fact that Hawthorn Shan Zha worsened acid reflux or ulcer is a myth, which has no ground either on TCM or modern science. You can use Hawthorn Shan Zha for food stasis, regardless with hyper or hypo acid condition in stomach. As long as there is excessive food stasis, you can use it. Even with a peptic ulcer patient. Of course, Shan Zha has acidity and can be not good for hunger pain, just as much as other herbs and food like bohe, dingxiang, apple, grapes, and coke. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a good insight regarding inference and clinical evidence with this clip.